Not sure if you all know this, but Adrian and I both have YouTube channels. My YouTube channel, if you can please subscribe, is Nevermore Records. Adrian's is Plastic Realm Toys. You can also follow us on Instagram at HNH_podcast and find us on Facebook. We even have a private group. Just send a request and we'll let you in. Follow our recording studio on Instagram at Nevermore_records_EPTX and our guitar company on Instagram at Nevermore_guitars. They're like total fucking Satan worshippers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why on earth would you? I don't need this juju to follow me around. Lessons in occult, theft, nihilistic violence. Yeah, that's going to be a hard pass for me, buddy. Re-crucified? No, sir. That's a hard pass. No, thank you. And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Half and Half Podcast.
Hey.
Hey, girlfriend.
What's happening?
Nothing, man.
This episode is sponsored by Rain. Rain Storm. This is a new one.
Yeah, that's the first time you're going to try it.
Yeah, so if I go into anaphylactic shock for whatever reason on this episode.
I didn't want one. It's cool, man.
You work tonight.
Yeah, no, I won't drink one right now anyway.
I know how you are.
I gotta go to bed.
I know how you be. Rain Storm. I was trying to think of a cool slogan, but I can't think of it. Feeling down, weather the storm by drinking.
Oh man,
Rain Storm.
Let's see, taste it real quick because it's your first time, right?
Oh man, that's delicious.
Really?
That's like peaches with a little bit of summer ball sweat.
Really? Let me see. Kiss me so I can taste it.
No, that's actually really good. Wow.
Awesome. New Rain energy drink. I cannot wait to try.
Yeah, this one's a little bit smaller, less
caffeine.
It says it accelerates my metabolism. I need that.
Did you read the fine print? I did right now while you were setting up.
Oh, what did it say?
It says that product alone does not make you lose weight.
Oh, damn it. Fucking lies.
Why? Dude, hard work, buddy.
I know. Hey, I got on a treadmill the other day.
You did?
For the first time in a long time.
You said you were very sore.
I was. It felt good, but I just haven't found time to do it again. I'm going to raise my volume really quick. Ignore me.
I always ignore you.
I know you do. So what's up? What's new with you? I have some stuff I want to get into, but I want you to go first. What's up?
Nothing, man. We had some, you and I got something in the works, so that's been occupying my mind.
Yeah, I know. I can tell.
And
in a good way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Super excited.
I you know what? I've wanted to tell so many people, and I've refrained from doing it. I don't want to jinx it.
My wife knows, right?
My wife.
It affects. Couldn't wait to swallow.
WNBC. Is that when he does it?
Yeah. That's such a good movie.
Yeah, it really is.
Obviously, my wife knows, right? It affects her too.
Yeah.
But
my wife knows too.
I've only told my dad, and I'm like you. I won't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody. One, if shit goes south, we don't look dumb.
Right.
Two,
which I've learned happens a lot.
Two, I don't want to jinx it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So.
No, but it is exciting, and I've been trying to not let it occupy me, which is a very difficult thing when you have a brain like mine, but I've been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk more about it when the time comes. Whether we get it or not, we can talk about it because we don't want to leave people like, well, what are they talking about?
Yeah, we're going to get it. We're going to get it.
I like the positive thinking, Adrian.
Well, I mean, again, I wasn't brought a slab of concrete and 2x4s, right? So this is more promising than, hey, guess what? I got this bolt.
I didn't hit you with that kind of an idea of like, hey, man, if we just build it.
Yeah, it will come.
Yeah.
No, it already came. So
yeah, it did. Okay. What else?
Dude, So the other day, and we always talk about them, right? Shout out to David and Stevie, Exiled Inc.
Mm-hmm.
Dave and I were texting the other day. Dude, we were having a good old fucking chat, right? Texting real good, making each other laugh. He sent me something about one of our last podcasts, right? The guy is fucking hilarious, right?
Yeah.
Conversation's going great, right? I feel the sexting coming on. Like, I know what's going to fucking happen. Like, we're warming up. The sexting's going to come. And then he hits me with this. He doesn't like far.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he messaged that to me too.
Fucking broke up with that son of a bitch on the spot.
You know what? He did message me something about that. And I told him, I'm like, dude, first of all, what you don't understand is like all the bands you like, somewhere along the line were probably influenced, or somebody that influenced them was influenced by that band.
He had mentioned that. He mentioned how, there's an age gap, right, between us. Which shout out to Dave for liking older guys.
He's looking for a sugar daddy. That's what he's doing.
Well, he almost had one until he fucking dropped the far bomb on me. Oh no, but that's what he was saying. His emo brand or whatever that he was used to. Now the younger kids are hitting him with like what they consider emo, and he was like, "But same thing goes with you and Paul." He said that he hears a little bit of Taking Back Sunday in Far.
What?
That's what he said.
I mean, maybe. I mean,
maybe they were influenced by them. We never know.
Here's the difference between a band like Far versus a band today. And again, this is the old guy in me coming out.
37 is not old. You need to stop.
Production, first off. Let's start with production.
Oh, absolutely.
Those are the way I like to record. Real drums, real like dialing things in, raw. I like it raw.
Yeah, you do.
Super but you know what's funny is that's appealing to me as a producer, but I feel like people nowadays, especially the younger generation, they're so, and again, this may not be the case with Dave, but a lot of them are so used to now hearing the mechanical, like a lot of these bands, for example, that heavy bands especially, those are not real drums. Those are drum replacements. Those are triggers. Those are, you know what I mean? There's just so much now, and it's like a sound that they're so used to that when they hear something like that, it sounds like like trash.
Example, Spirit Box.
Yeah.
Their first EP and like even some singles after that was electronic drums, programmed drums.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you can get programmed drums to sound amazing.
Yeah.
And then at the end, that's what kind of sucks though for somebody like me who we have a drum set right now set up with 15 freaking mics, and I'm doing everything in my power to make them sound amazing without doing any of that stuff. Old school, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I think I have the skill to make them sound like that without having to do all that stuff. So, but it's kind of like if you take somebody from the 80s to listen to the Beatles and like listen to the sound quality. I know you hate the Beatles, their music, but also the sound quality is not that great. Maybe that's a really bad analogy, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's just one of those things. I don't know. It's also nostalgic for us.
Yeah.
That's a big part. We love that band because when we hear those songs, it takes us back,
Well, anything.
But at the end of the day, I told Dave, whatever. same person. I told him he was an uncultured fuck.
I just broke up with him. I told him it was great knowing
it was never going to really go anywhere anyways because your friends are really just text buddies. That's it.
My friends?
Yeah.
I only have like 4.
Exactly. Dave, ask Adrian next time to go for a beer. See what happens.
Okay. Let me flip that on you. Let me flip that on you. Why does it have to be go for a beer? How about, hey, I'm on my way to your house with a 6-pack? Great. Fucking great. So why do I have to make the effort?
But why to your house? Let's go to fucking Timmy's or Hooters.
Oh, God. Hooters. Jesus. If they had a Peckers, I would be there fucking front and center.
I know you would. Dick's. Is that why when Dick's opened, you were waiting in line?
Dude, yeah, because I thought it was something else. Yeah.
He walked in. What is this?
Sporting gear.
Oh, my God.
I'm out.
Show me to the
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's wrong with going to someone's house and having a beer?
I don't know, man. It's not the same.
Oh, you know what? 15 years ago, it would have been the same. Thank you. Don't make me bring out Target.
Yeah. So, Dave, I really believe you're an uncultured fuck.
At least he tried. At least he tried.
Yeah, no, I give you that.
Yeah, I still broke up with him, though.
But I don't know, man. When he said Black Dahlia Murder was the album that he would take to his island, I was kind of like, maybe we shouldn't be friends after all.
But have you heard Black Dahlia?
Yeah, I have, but I don't think they're that good.
I think they're great.
But to be the last album, the one album you take to an island for the rest of your life to listen to.
Okay. What's your album?
You know what? We're gonna start beef with Exiled right now.
Oh, you know what? I can't. I love Stevie so much. I've been in Stevie's physical presence for like an hour once, and just watching him on their podcast, I already want to just hug him. And he's one of those dudes you just want to protect at all cost. So we can't start a beef with him.
I do love Stevie.
I mean, if we want to get into like a sexual beef, sure.
Sexual beef. Oh man, that should be the name of a band. Sexual beef.
Sexual beef.
All right. You know what? I wanted to bring up the fact. Are we good on there?
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up the fact that, dude, this just it's kind of a double-edged sword for me. You know, a guy who I now talk to kind of frequently, not frequently, but here and there, from Brazil had reached out.
Oh, yeah.
He discovered Ashling somehow, somewhere.
And Ashling is our old band for new people.
Yeah, and so the guy's motto, though, is "Nu metal will never die."
Fuck yeah, it won't.
But dude, now we're on his nu metal YouTube channel, and our song, he posted our song, and it's actually doing pretty well. Brought back all kinds of sorts of memories because I went and I listened. Then he also, I think it was him that posted the whole album.
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody else, I don't know.
No, he did the whole album, and then he did
one song.
Singles.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I actually went back and started listening to our old stuff. I was cringing. 80% of the time.
So what were you cringing at? The production,
or the music?
Honestly,
I'm just gonna say it. The vocals.
What?
Yeah, on some of the songs. My guitar tone. I mean, you name it.
All right, you're
nitpicking.
I
was pretty proud of myself when listening to the drums, because if people only knew the shit that I had to do those drums on and how they ended up coming out. Yeah. Like, granted, they're not like, again, amazing or anything, but
for the time and what you had,
right? Yes, I can't believe they sounded like, I was like, what? How did I do this? But anyways. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. I thought that was really interesting.
It's crazy you mentioned that. One, we're not nu metal. That band was not nu metal.
Well,
for
it's
sure.
all over a nu metal website and YouTube page
and
channel.
And he, your friend, has spawned a movement because after he did it, here's what I think is going on. I was in another band called Super Soul, and that was definitely a nu metal band, right?
You think? Yeah, I guess because of the rapping and stuff.
Yeah. So a few years ago, I was just looking up that band on YouTube, right? Because we had one music video that we had done. Anyway, I found some kid's channel had that album on there, and then another kid had. So like that album just started popping up on all these nu metal channels, right?
Right.
Well, that's happening to Ashling now because Estrella is now on like 5 different YouTube channels.
That's so weird.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know if they share the files or what, but immediately after your friend had done that, it's all over the place.
Well, let's get the band back together.
I've been fucking saying.
You know how that is. You know, I hear bands breaking up and like things happening, and I always think like, what are they thinking? And then I think about our own band. I'm like, oh yeah, now I get it.
You're the only one.
I could do it. I tried. I tried.
We did try. Me, you, Justin, and our old singer. We tried to revive the band, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
And it wasn't our fault.
Yeah.
And I have proof.
Yeah. But I would totally be down.
I would too.
If the opportunity presented itself.
Too. I mean, which Okay. It would have to be the last lineup. We only went through 2 lineup changes
with another drummer,
and another guitar player.
Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But so that's the lineup you're talking about. Our
main drummer that everybody knows, and we talk about bad drummer.
That's the one you want back.
I do, but that won't happen. He doesn't even play drums anymore.
Dude, we got drummers in every pocket of our pants.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not even worried about a drummer.
We could put Pepe on one song, Eric P on the other.
Exactly. So anyways.
We already tried.
So let's ask our listeners. And only some of our listeners know who we were or whatever. But even if you haven't heard our old band, should we get back together? Are we just old fuckers just leave it alone?
No. I don't give a fuck what our listeners think.
I do. See, last time you were saying back. I do.
Only because
I'm looking for somebody to be like, no, and I'll be like, see?
Yeah, you just and that's probably going to be Eric W. who's going to say that. Eric Ward's going to say, no, fuck no. No, fuck no.
Oh, man.
I would do it. I'm ready.
I know you would.
I love that.
Speaking of asking our listeners, I really wanted to. I've been reading a lot lately, and I wanted to reach out to our listeners. I'm gonna ask for a favor from our listeners. Okay, and this is legit. Like seriously, this is for me.
Okay,
I'm always trying to improve upon everything that I do,
uh-huh.
and as a podcast, and most podcasts, we often ask general questions. We often ask things like, hey, leave us a good review, give us a thumbs up, blah, 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 blah. But I want to go the opposite route. I want to ask our listeners to give us feedback on the things they don't like about our show.
Then this might be a one-man show. I tell you what, you might be asking too much because they're going to say, lose the guy in the Hawaiian shirt.
You know what your podcast is going to sound like without me?
Fucking amazing.
It's going to sound like this. Watch. Ready?
Not even. I have a lot to talk about.
No, I'm saying because you don't have a studio. Like I'm gonna be like, hey, no, door's locked,
dude,
bro.
We just had this conversation. You've given me the format. You know how easy I can do this by myself?
So Adrian this morning tells me as we're setting up, I'm gonna go start my own podcast business because you know what? Over the last 2 years, like he's been observing, and so now he's very well aware of how to do everything.
Dude, look it up. The science is there.
Yeah.
Never, ever underestimate the quiet guy.
Yeah, of course.
The quiet ones are the ones that listen the most.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Believe it or not, I'm actually usually very, very quiet.
Oh, stop.
Not around you. I always have to have my mouth open when you're around.
Yeah, you do. Look, how do you know this shit's not on its way to my house already?
That is true. But you know what?
You'll never know.
Yeah, I will. I have the formula for the network. I have the formula in my pocket.
Yeah, and I have people to pay for that. I'll be all right.
All right, so I really want to know what you guys don't like about the show.
Yeah,
seriously.
That's a good one. Yeah.
And I want you to email me at paulward@nevermorerecords.com.
Can you make it
again?
That's where it'll pop up while I'm doing this.
I probably could.
Paul Ward.
Do I really want to take the time to do that? Maybe I do. Yeah, I probably will. Again, paulward@nevermorerecords.com. Tell us what you don't like. I don't care. I'm not going to hold it against you.
Yeah, no. I think
if you have a beautiful body like Adrian, I'll hold it against. Hold it against me. But
speaking of beautiful bodies, are you wearing a black tank top under there?
Yeah, I sure am,
dude.
A wife beater.
Take the shirt
all
off
the way.
Oh man, that's hot. Woo.
Dude, I haven't worn a wife beater in like 20 years.
Yeah, same here. No, I think it's probably been like 10 years for me.
This is my new look, man.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm
like saying this is I've decided yesterday.
Hawaiian shirts is your way to go.
I was like, okay, so let me explain to you real quick story, people. I know.
That's probably what they're gonna say.
I know. We're tired of the chit chat. Just get into the segments. Okay. I was at Target yesterday.
Yeah.
Or no, let me backtrack. My shirt. There's a shirt that I wear. I have a red flannel shirt. It's not really flannel. It looks flannel. It's comfortable as fuck.
It's called plaid.
Yes, it's plaid.
Thank you.
People mistake it Pepe for being flannel. He always sees me in the middle of the summer wearing it and he says, "Nice flannel."
Yeah, but there's a difference between flannel is the material.
Right.
Plaid is the
look.
Yeah.
This shirt is very special to me. I usually wear it when I'm working on stuff.
That
whether
shirt.
it be the plaid one.
Yeah.
Whether it be a photo shoot, video shoot.
Hey, I
if
think
I
you
just
were wearing that last night or the other day on your short that you put up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I always wear it whenever I'm working because it's so airy and comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives me that look way.
That look way, professional way.
And so I was so bummed. We had taken off the frame in the bathroom at our house, and there's a little nail sticking out.
Oh.
And I walked by and ripped a hole in it. I was so upset. So there's meaning behind that shirt too. Daniela, when we first met, was like, hey, you can wear this shirt. It's actually like a shirt for a guy. Like, I don't really wear it. You can have it. You can wear it. So I started wearing it. She would, hey, can I borrow that shirt? Because sometimes she wears big, heavy shirts. And so it was just like became like a meaningful shirt to me, and one of my favorite shirts, and comfortable, everything, right? So I tore it right away. I started Googling to try to find it. Dude.
You know how impossible that is?
Yeah.
I've done that too.
It's a $200 shirt. It's on eBay. Like I found one on eBay, and it was like some astronomical price. I was like, what the hell? Like I can never, like, I was really sad yesterday. So anyways, we went to Target. Of course, my wife and my daughter love to shop no matter where we are. I go into a place thinking I'm going to spend $5. I walk out spending $200.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what in the hell just happened? Anyways, my wife's trying to get me these shirts because we're going to Cancun next week. And
Friday, you leave.
I leave Sunday.
That's what I said.
And I was like, what is stopping me from wearing? I think I need a transition in my life. I just want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And so I think I ended up buying like 4 of these shirts. Like not this one, but like this similar.
Yeah. Because you're cozy.
I'm cozy. I want to be able to feel like I'm going to Cancun every day. And so not to say I'm going to wear these every day, but you know what? I think these are going to slowly start to transition me out of the plaid flannel phase and into the retired old man phase.
Shit. Hey, dude, I can't say shit. I wear black t-shirts every day. So I'm with you on just be comfortable, man.
Yeah.
Just be cozy.
Yeah.
Except the other day, you fucking bamboozled me, you son of a bitch.
With the business meeting?
Yeah. I asked this motherfucker over here, I said, hey, this is kind of like a formal, even though, I'm not even going to say that part. But anyway, I said, just so everybody knows, yes, I wear black t-shirts all the time. But I'm the type of person that there's a time and place for everything. I know when I need to dress up and I know when I don't, right?
Yeah.
I got button-up shirts. I have, I don't always just wear black t-shirts. So that day in particular, I'm like, hey, man, we got to spruce it up a bit. And you're like, no, man, fuck no. I walk in, I wear a black t-shirt thinking you're going to wear your fucking Michael Myers t-shirt. No, you're dressed nice, you dickhead.
I was like, he walks in, I'm like, it is a business meeting.
And what did I say? You motherfucker. It's so weird. And my wife gets mad about this. You're the only person that doesn't make me mad when you call me names. Anybody else calls me motherfucker. Like I won't say anything, but in my mind I'm like,
yeah, you're fuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
You know what I mean? But when you say it, I think it's hilarious.
All right. So yeah, email me, Paul Ward, Nevermore Records. Tell me what you don't like about the show. Be honest. I could take it. I have a thick skin.
We can take it.
It's not. Yeah, exactly.
You don't
it's because you know what?
Me or
I think people see those muscles and they're like, he could take it. But Paul, the skinny arms,
sensitive.
Yeah, he's a little sensitive. Which I can be sensitive, but when it comes to stuff like this,
you don't want to offend a guy in a Hawaiian shirt.
Exactly. I can be sensitive, but when it comes to stuff like this, I always look at it as constructive criticism.
And that throws me off when you say shit like that.
Really?
Maybe we are backwards. Look, all joking aside, people tell me all the time, until you opened your mouth, I thought you were an asshole. All the time.
And my mind went all kinds of places there.
I know, right? Don't worry. But I'm not. But we are so backwards. I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah.
My emotions, like, everyone thinks I'm just like a fucking rock, very stoic, right? But I'm not. And it's the opposite. It's the opposite. You look like you're a crier, right? But you're just like, nope. I can't fucking break you no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's because you think I look like Vern. Doesn't he cry in that movie? It's Stand By Me, right? Adrian's always said I look like Vern,
No,
especially when
I said it one time.
yeah,
because
but it's always stuck.
I haven't said that in years. It's been a solid 2 years since I've
He
called
cries in that movie, doesn't he?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But see, it's because you say those things, and we have to give backstory.
Yeah.
A long time ago, very long time ago, Paul was hefty.
I mean, I still am, but not as much.
Please, do you still have your ID card?
It's probably somewhere, yeah.
Dude, we need to put a comparison.
I've seen the Ashling. Speaking of Ashling, the Ashling pictures. I was hefty, man.
Yeah, but you know what?
I was skinny my whole life, and then I hit like my 20s. I said no more. It's because I was always in sports and shit, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, nope. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna do all the things I always wanted to do since I was a kid. So parents out there, if you want to because my family was very strict about what I ate. No candy, no sweets, stuff like that.
In bed before the sun went down.
So when I hit adulthood, I was like, it's on.
Yeah.
And I put on some pounds there.
You know what's weird that you mentioned that? My wife, we don't argue, but I have to, when it comes to grocery shopping, even though, yes, I preach fitness and I'm all about fitness, I have a lot, I snack a lot.
Yeah.
Right? But it's because when I was a kid, it's the same thing. We'd get one bag of chips for me and my brother to last like 2 fucking weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
So the minute I became my own man and I had a job, dude, it's this like constant fucking, that fucking pantry is full of shit that I don't even touch sometimes because it's just to know I can do it.
My brother and I, it was rare that we had sweets, but every once in a while my mom would get something, you know what I mean? And so Eric and I would, when we were actually at our own home, because we were always between 2 homes, we would go and one of us would sneak like ice cream sandwiches and we would put them under our pillow. And as soon as like the light was out and the door was closed, it was just like you just heard rappers. We sit there and just like savor every bite, you know what I mean? Because it was like we didn't get that stuff, dude. Even like I told you, we've spoken about this before. Even on Halloween, they would take our candy away from us.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what?
You know what I just realized right now?
You had your first cavity like fucking 3 years ago.
That's true.
I got my teeth are falling out of my fucking head. That's how much candy I ate.
I just realized right now, though, as soon as I said that, my parents would take away the candy. In my own head, I thought to myself, Paul, you don't got pockets? Why didn't I just fill my pockets? I was scared.
In your fucking socks, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. It was just, here you go. I don't know. I was afraid.
Put a few Tootsie Rolls in your ass.
Exactly. Oh, I did do that. Trust me.
You still do that.
Paul, why are you sitting on your Halloween bag? Don't worry about it.
Right? Where was this story going?
I don't even know.
Oh, well, I started calling you Vern.
Yeah.
Okay, you were chubby at one point.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, you decided to shave your head. And that's when I was like, you look like Vern.
Stand By Me is the movie. You got to watch it. Such a great movie.
Yeah. So that name doesn't apply anymore. I haven't called you that in decades.
Yeah, but still, I don't know. I feel a little Vernish sometimes.
Vernish. But I brought the comb.
All right. Anything else before we get into that batch can scram?
Nope, that was it. That's it for me, buddy.
All right. Let's get into that batch can scram. You go first.
Okay. I chose a guy who's very hot and popular right now for a great reason.
Very hot?
Actually, no, he's not my type.
Oh, okay. Because you just said hot and popular.
TBH, nah. But the guy's incredible. He does the things he does with his vocals are crazy. But he is recently paired up with one of my favorite YouTube vocal coaches that I watch a lot. His name is Chris Lipe. So in pairing up with Chris Lipe wanted to know how he does what he does. So they put out this whole class, what have you. And it's crazy to see that when you think about screaming, right, or harsh vocals in general, you think of straining and yelling, and you know the face is probably real fucking contorted when these people are doing all this shit, right, turning purple and whatnot. But it's so weird how his face is just calm, like nothing, when he's doing all this crazy stuff. Anyway, enough rambling. My batch you can scram is Will Ramos from Lorna Shore.
I don't even know what that band is.
Insert crickets here.
Yeah, I honestly, when you said Will Ramos, I was thinking of that Balderrama guy from that 70s show.
That's Wilbur?
Something.
Valderrama?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's best friends with an old friend of ours.
Oh, yeah. Your friend. Fuck that guy.
But okay, I've never really given them a listen.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Lorna Shore. I've heard the name, but I've never given them a listen.
Yeah.
Let me guess. It's singing, screaming.
Actually, no.
No, just screaming.
Does he sing a little bit? Maybe a skosh. I don't remember.
Okay, so I just did a flip because the original person I was going to mention, I think I'm going to save them for next week because it just dawned on me right now. Somebody that I've been meaning to mention, and then in conversation with the Exile guys, it came up and they beat me to the punch. I even gave them the info. I was like, her name is, and then they mentioned. So this is a female that can scram. Just because it just dawned on me right now because this morning and last night I was actually watching her videos. Her name is Casey Carlson. Are you familiar?
Yeah.
Dude.
And I heard that episode you were talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. I don't know why. I thought you had told me. I don't know where I got this info from, but I had no idea Exile was on Spotify this whole time.
Yeah.
So now my drives to work, I'm catching up on everything. Yeah.
So Casey Kasem, I'm just kidding.
That one's gonna go over a lot of people's
heads. Yeah, it is really. Casey Carlson with a K, Kasey. My brother actually sent me a video a while back, and she does these. They're not live, but they're like one-take performances. The girl looks like a slight breeze can knock her over, but she can scream, growl, pig squeal, and then go into a perfect melody, singing perfect pitch, key, like it's nobody's business. Yeah. It is unbelievable. I highly recommend going to her website, her Instagram, Kasey Carlson, Karlsen. She's also the singer of a band. I haven't really given the band much listen, but they're called Deadlands Band. I have to because I have to get it out there and mention her because I've been meaning to for a long time, and it's the perfect opportunity because I just thought about her right now. Unreal. Yeah. Unreal. Like, words can't even describe.
There's times where Stevie and Dave will bring something up, and I'm like, fuck, I was going to bring that up. Yeah. You know what I mean? But then I don't because I don't want them to think we're biting them.
No, don't worry. I mean, Stevie does bite sometimes, but... only when I ask.
In a playful way.
Yeah. All right. So those are people who can scram?
Yes.
You know what really chaps my ass, Adrian?
What?
I'm going to ask you, do you have anything first?
I do.
You do? Yeah. Wow. You just threw a freaking... You threw me a curveball there.
Mine's real lengthy.
Oh, really?
Real...
Mine's real girthy.
It is. You're all girth, buddy.
Because you know what really chaps my ass is that
what?
I was gonna say what really chaps my ass is the fact that nothing chaps your ass anymore, and that we need to just change that segment to Paul's minute to bitch, or Paul's time to whine.
How about before we press record, you ask me, and I'll say yes, I do.
That's a good one. You see, people, these things just write themselves, and they always write it while we're live.
At that point, on that specific episode, it's what chaps my ass. When I don't, then it's Paul's minute to bitch.
Got it.
Bitch mode is what we'll call it.
Okay, I want you to go ahead and go into it. I can come up with a billion things that I can bitch about, so I want you to go into yours because it's going to be long.
I'll try to
shorten it
a bit.
I like it long, but whatever.
I know you do. A long time ago, many years ago, I started having this, like, I don't know, shit started going on very weird in my mind, right? You and I even have a conversation one time, and I said, dude, I think I'm depressed. And you were like, I know you are. And I said, no, like, in all seriousness, like, I think I'm going through depression for some fucking reason, right? Anyway, there's a whole I keep mentioning I love philosophy, and Paul keeps asking me to explain it, but I don't want to. But, so during that whole journey, right? Well, there's this whole fucking self-help movement, right? Anywhere on YouTube's my form of social media, I guess, right?
Uh-huh.
That's all it is nowadays. Oh, you're thinking like this? We'll just do XYZ. Oh, let me help you get out of your funk. 10 ways to be happy. 10. They fucking ruin your life, dude. Ever since I started going down that path, I feel fucking worse. Because people, it's like it's no longer okay to feel how you're. If you have a day of fuck everybody, enjoy your day of fuck everybody. The more you try to fight it, the worse you fucking feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I believe you called it imposter syndrome one time when you were talking to Eric, because you see all these happy people and you're like, but that's their life, man. Like, it's okay to be mad for an hour. It's okay to tell your best friend he's a dickhead and him not talk to you for 2 days because you got it off your chest, right?
That doesn't happen, though.
Never. You're never a dickhead. So yeah, to me, the whole self-help movement, and look, it may actually help people. I understand it does help a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it's just that market is so saturated right now where it's like, are you genuinely trying to help me, or are you just trying to get YouTube views? Right? Like, put our lives on paper, and whose is better? Right. You know what I mean?
Well, can I touch on that really quick?
Yeah, please do. You touch anything you want.
You know, I'm going to speak in favor of those people. And here's why.
Yeah.
One of the things that I found in the later years of my life, now that I'm an old fuck.
Yeah, you only got 4 years to live from the way you fucking talk.
I have found that more than money, more than anything in my life, I have found that helping people gives me that dopamine rush than anything else.
Yeah.
And I feel like I think that's why it's gone out of control, because I feel like people get that rush. You know, we talk about addiction. We talk about people drink beer because not necessarily they're addicted, but it's an escape, right? You get home.
Yeah.
You know, people are sex addicts. People are whatever, right? It's always about trying to get that rush, right? That's why what I'm trying to get at is that's why there's drug addicts, sex addicts, people that are narcissistic, because, or like my mom, for example, like I really believe my mom was addicted, which I kind of am too, addicted to shopping, because I felt like she was always getting that rush.
Yeah, your mom bought a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And so I feel like perhaps that's why, is that some people get that rush by putting stuff out there like that that's inspirational, thinking they're helping somebody, or perhaps they are helping somebody, and that's what kind of gives them that rush.
No, yeah.
And so I feel like that's why there's so much of that now. It's just the new addiction.
100%.
I don't know. That even makes any sense at all.
It does. I agree. Dude, my whole life is fucking
talking to my ass sometimes.
My whole life is help people. That's my biggest problem.
You helped me this morning set up, which was amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you get that dopamine rush?
I didn't. I was mad at you for not being here early enough to do it before I got here. My whole... Whatever I have in here, and I'm going to be totally transparent right now. This is God's honest truth. Whatever I have up here is not my shit. It's your shit. It's my wife's shit. It's my dad's shit. It's my sister's shit. Like,
yeah.
Because I'm that type of dude where I'm like,
You're holding the weight for
how do I help this person?
Yeah.
What do I do?
Right.
My brother can call me and be like, dude, I'm fucking sad because of XYZ. And I'm like, oh, that sucks, dude.
Hey, Gus.
And I'll try to tell him, hey, man, just fucking brush through it. You're going to be good. Oh, man, you know what? Thank you. You helped me out. Yeah, I'm going to take your advice. As soon as we get off the phone, I'm fucking sad because he's sad.
Yeah.
And the rest of my day is fucking ruined because I don't know how to take that away. I want to take everyone's pain. I want to say, give it to me, man. Give it to me. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You're going to jail? Can I do it for you? Officer, can I go for him? That's me.
Officer.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but what I'm getting at is we need more of, hey, man, you're going to have your bad days. It's not the end of life.
Right.
Absorb it. Why? Try to figure out why you're mad. Instead of like, don't think about it. Don't do this. Don't do that. Go affirmations.
Yeah, because that's, a lot of those things are telling people to just kind of hide their feelings rather than tackling them.
Right. Go stand in the front of the mirror and do 10 affirmations saying you're God's gift. It does work. But
does it?
But there's times where you need to like figure out why. If you keep feeling like that, stop and try to figure out why.
Right.
Instead of masking it and shoving it and shoving it. Does that make sense?
I mean,
I know you like to shove things.
I do love shoving it. Yeah, no, it does. I agree. I think people need to tackle their problems. I think another issue with that is that you have a lot of people that go towards medication
Yeah.
too quickly to try to and I think it only masks things. It doesn't
Right.
fix anything.
Look,
and
if you have a serious mental issue, then go get help. Like, I'm
Right.
not saying don't, but
Right.
if you're just in a funk that day and you know why, or you can't, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's okay to not be happy 24/7. It's okay to tell people no, even though I don't know how to do that myself.
something I've been learning and working on actually over the last few years.
Yeah, I know. You've shot me down a lot the past couple of days. I'm tired.
No, Adrian.
I'm But yeah, that's my.
That's a
chaps my
loaded
ass.
one, man.
It is.
I feel like I could do an entire episode
Oh,
on
so
that.
can I. Because again, I know you keep asking me why I love philosophy. Dude, that can be 2 episodes in itself with me.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
I-
I have a lot to say because I've struggled with my own mental health for a long time, and it's not in the way people think. Like it's something that I just don't normally talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody
Mhm.
know. You know.
Yeah.
People close to me know, but that's it. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
dude, that's a loaded one. But I like that.
It is.
Yeah.
And, in short, that's what drove me to philosophy like 8-9 years ago. I'm a word person. The power of words can do so much for me,
Yeah.
right? So there's certain times where you're thinking something or you're like, well, fuck, I don't know why I'm thinking like this. Or I don't know. How do I make this make sense? And philosophy is that of love of knowledge, right?
Yeah.
So the certain way somebody says something, a certain metaphor they use can change your whole fucking, be like, oh my God.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Of course. But before we beat a dead horse here, here's the difference though. A lot of people take that information and like yeah, that's how I feel and right. But most people don't take action.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't go and do the things that to
Right.
better than, and then they're back like, well, why am I in this rut? Well,
Yeah.
because you didn't do shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Be water, my friends.
I like that. I think we should table that for now. And I think we should do an entire talk about that.
I'm down. Dude, you can't get me to shut up when it comes to shit like that.
Yeah, because I feel like it's important and it's something that I think we can both go on and on. I think anybody can because
Oh,
we all
absolutely.
struggle.
And
you
that,
know?
yeah, and that's my biggest point. It's okay. You're
Yeah.
gonna be okay.
Right.
If you're not terminally ill, if your child's not terminally ill, if you haven't lost your job, if it's just one of those fucking days, let it roll, man.
Yeah.
Let it roll. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But anyway, that's what chaps my ass.
So my shirt gave me my next what chaps my ass.
Okay. Your new shirt.
Yes.
Okay.
Fucking sales, man. Dude, have you realized that everywhere you look these days, everything is on sale?
Well, I buy the same black t-shirts and they're always the same price.
Oh, that's true.
So-
Well, let me talk to people who actually go out and go shopping. Dude, everything is now on sale. Everything is now on clearance. And so it gives you this like...
Oh,
it's
you
on
want to buy more?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, like 20% off, count me in.
Yeah.
You go back a year later, it's still 20% off. Everything is perpetually on sale or on clearance now, which means I end up spending so much money on stupid shit.
Now, it begs the question, is it really on sale?
Exactly.
Or are they just putting on sale and selling it to you at retail price?
Exactly. And that's my theory. That's totally my theory.
You see this right here? $4.99. Today, $4.69 for you. And
Dude, you want to talk about studio equipment? That shit does really go on sale though. And
Yeah.
it pisses
No,
me
that one
off
does,
when
yeah.
it does.
because you just bought it? brand new?
Yes. I bought a mic for $1,000 right now. And then it went on sale like a month later for like 400 or something like that, dude. So I try to like not buy stuff unless it's like Black Friday or something online because dude, they go really cheap. But when it comes to like everyday stuff,
Mhm.
everything is just perpetually on sale
Right.
and it's fucking annoying.
I have
and that
noticed that.
really chaps my ass.
Yeah. That's a good one. You know what doesn't go on sale?
Hmm.
Action figures.
Oh,
Motherfuckers.
that's true.
Never. Dude.
Actually, no, I take that back. Dude, I went to FYE the other day. FYI, I went to FYE the other day.
You don't talk about Pops.
Have you been there lately? No, it wasn't Pops, dude. Dude, FYE in Sunland Park Mall, they have a fuck ton of toys, dude.
Really?
Like-
good toys?
Good toys, dude. Like good shit that you would be like, what the fuck?
Really?
It's almost turned into a massive toy store.
Hmm.
And they did have stuff that was on sale because before I bought your painting for your birthday, I was like, oh my God. But I already spent a lot on this painting, so Christmas time. But, dude,
I can't wait for Christmas.
you need to go.
Yeah, I will.
Dude, have you been to Sunland Park Mall lately?
I haven't been in years.
Dude, it is like an apocalyptic mall.
Really?
Dude, but there's a recording studio in there. There's like all kinds of weird shit in there. Yeah, it's weird. We actually, Beppe and I came this close to considering getting a space there, but there's already stuff there. But it's crazy, dude. It is like you're in an apocalypse.
I'm going to be sad the day you leave this space because it's only 5 minutes from my house.
I know.
I'm a lazy driver.
Help me find something out there.
It's easy. Have you seen how many things are popping out over there?
Yeah.
Stores, storefronts.
Yeah, I just hate that traffic there, though.
I teach you how to get around it. You don't go down north
I
side
do
of
go
us.
down.
I know. You haven't lately, which is to my point.
Because I've said no.
Exactly, to my point earlier about the no. You don't go down Zaragoza, you go down Pebble Hills, and you beat all of that shit.
It's still bad, though.
Not
but I
as
do
bad.
do that. All right. Let it riff.
Let it riff. Do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, go.
Because you're going to have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm saying it because I want you to go listen to this band.
Okay, got it.
This band, I saw them open up for Morbid Angel. I did speak to you about them. I was really, really fucking impressed with this band. And I'm not going to like give a specific song because I was listening to them recently and I was like, these guys like write some of the best riffs. So I'm just going to put them out there as a whole.
Okay.
Because even if I said like, listen to this song, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just, I want you to think Revocation.
Okay.
My Let It Riff is the singer of that band does some of the most creative riffs, so freaking technical, and he sings at the same time.
Revocation.
Did you hear the stories about that tour?
No. But what's the riff?
I'm telling you, I'm not giving you a specific riff. I'm just telling you, I want you to listen
that
to
what you
all of
said?
their riffs.
Did you say that?
Yeah, I did say
I
that.
was totally
See how you
daydreaming.
don't fucking listen? I want you to listen to all of their riffs because I can't sit. I could sit there. I mean, I could tell you which one, and I know like I'm throwing a wrench into the spokes by not saying a specific riff.
Yeah, you really.
But it's just
love
that
changing
honestly,
shit.
dude, I was listening to their stuff and I was like, I can't pick one. So I just, they're so good, man. They're so good. I don't think you like them, but I like them a lot.
Nether Heaven? No, sir. Not doing it.
They're like total fucking Satan worshippers.
I'm sorry. Why on earth would you? I don't need this juju to follow me around. Lessons in occult, theft, nihilistic violence. Yeah, that's going to be a hard pass for me, buddy. Re-crucified? No, sir. That's a hard pass. No, thank you.
Adrian. They're using reverse psychology in their titles.
Well,
They're actually very religious.
yeah, right. Yeah, I can tell by the giant fucking pentagram. Right.
Yeah.
I'll
So
check 'em
just check them out. Listen to their stuff, and then I'll narrow it down eventually. But yeah, that's
Awesome.
my band this time instead of song for Let It Riff.
Got it. I went with a classic. This riff gets me every time. If you're a child of this era or you love this era, it's an undeniable riff. You hear it across the room, you're going to know who it is. I went with Incubus, Privilege. The first song on Make Yourself.
Yeah.
So fucking amazing. Especially when it goes gun. You know what I mean?
They're such a good band, but like I really separated myself away from them.
Yeah, after A Crow Left of Murder, I think is when I kind of said,
I couldn't
think
even
I'm
tell
done.
you the names of the albums. It took me a while. I think it was like their fourth album. I don't know what that one's called. I should just look it up.
Make Yourself. Is their
No,
fourth
maybe
album.
it's the one after that I actually listened to.
Nice. Not
I don't
nice
know.
to- nice
It
to
took
know
me
you.
a while though to like. It's because like Incubus again is one of those bands that I overplayed. We overplayed them back in the day.
Oh man, yeah.
And Morning View was the last
There
one.
you go.
But yeah, so when I hear them, and then I went to go see them live, maybe a couple of years back before the pandemic. And dude, I was not impressed. I mean, that was my second time seeing them, but I was just not impressed, man.
I lied. Light Grenades is when I stopped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I agree.
They're still a great band, but
they are. They've lost their luster though. You can
Mhm.
tell they're. What made them great is no longer
Science.
there.
To me, that album, that Science,
Science was fucking amazing.
because it was just, I don't know, man. It was a breath of fresh air when it came out.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Would you consider them to be nu metal?
no.
Even at that time? Because of the DJ thing, and do they still have a DJ?
Mm-hmm.
Makes you think, right?
It makes me think.
I mean, he never really scram.
He did here and there. He
Not-
did more on Science than
Yeah.
anything after that.
There was an album before that, right?
yeah, there's two before that.
Forgot what that one. What they're
Enjoy,
called.
Enjoy Incubus and
Oh, that's right.
The Fungus Among Us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it's something. But then I don't know. I feel like now they're not nu metal because it's very well. But then again, they still do the pretty with the heavy. So I don't know.
I don't know. To me, I don't know. I don't know anymore what that term is. It's so broad now. You
I
what
know,
mean?
especially now that our old band is considered.
Yeah, we're far from it. It's so weird because we were, though the child of that band started in the late 90s, almost early 2000s. When the band actually formed, nu metal wasn't even a fucking thing. Like, you can hear other influences of ours, Finch, Far, more than Deftones and fucking Limp Bizkit. You know what I mean?
But in all fairness, and I'm going to be brutally honest here, and I used to cringe. Maybe this is why I have a chip on my shoulder with the Deftones. Dude, people would come up and be like,
yeah.
you guys, yeah, man, that new song's great. It's very Deftones-ish. And I was like, fuck, it's exactly what I was trying to avoid. But I feel like maybe vocals, maybe because people associated that with the singing, screaming thing, which Miguel did.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Well,
but anyways.
when we get back together, we'll talk about it.
So, yeah, that's for your Let It Riff.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I love that fucking riff.
You know what song blows my thong off, Adrian?
What? You texted me the other day something about a song, and I was like, that little fucking piece of string. And you said something after that. I don't remember. But I was fucking at work, and I was dying.
Enjoy the Silence by Depeche Mode.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, I forgot how much. So I overplayed Depeche Mode over the years, and it's been a long time. So they came on for whatever reason, so I've been listening to them again.
Yeah.
Dude, Depeche Mode is just a timeless sound.
Oh, yeah. Undeniable.
Unbelievable, man. Like,
Yeah.
and nobody sounds like them, has ever sounded like them, and they're just amazing. Honestly, and I saw them back in the 90s, I want to say maybe early 2000s.
It was 2001, I want to say.
One of the best shows ever.
Yeah.
I was just blown away.
Yeah.
But anyways, so Enjoy the Silence by Depeche Mode.
Yeah, Poe opened up for them. That's when I heard
Poe from Teletubbies?
Yes, exactly.
Dude, that must have been cool.
What do you mean you were there?
What did he just do? Eat tubby custard?
Stubby custard.
Tubby custard!
That's a real thing?
Yes.
You're so ugly. Yeah, great choice, dude. Fucking Somebody, the song "Somebody" from Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
My all-time favorite song of theirs, bar none.
Yeah.
I'm done with the hands down, bar none.
That's your new one?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know what song blows my thong off?
What song is
Everybody knows I love female artists. I've been
it? I
listening.
love the way you said that. Everybody knows I love female artists.
Yes.
With the lisp.
Anyway, I've been listening to this artist a lot lately. I've known about her for a while, but for whatever reason, she's just been on repeat for me. She's a very older artist. She's from the mid-60s to 70s. Anyway, an artist by the name of Vashti Bunyan. The song is I'd Like to Walk Around in Your Mind off the album Just Another Diamond
Vashti
Day.
Bunyan? What the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
That's
Sounds
her-
like something that I was diagnosed with.
It's her name, you dickhead.
What? Who and what song? Do I know it?
I just said it.
No, can you hum it for me?
I'd Like to Walk Around in Your Mind. You've probably never heard it. She's a very... I don't want to say she's under... I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know anybody who knows.
What is it?
Vashti Bunyan.
Vashti Bunyan.
Yeah, the album... That song in
Hey,
itself...
Paul, I hate to tell you, but you've got Vashti Bunyan.
Well, don't touch him. He's got a case of the Vashti Bunyan, dude. Did you hear what happened to Paul? What? He's got Vashti Bunyan.
They have him isolated in the ER. Yeah, dude. I need to check that out. How do you spell that shit?
Vashti, V-A...
Like it's a regular known word. Yeah, just Vashti, dude.
V-A-S-H-T-I. And then bunion,
Sounds
like
like
that fucking thing on your toes.
I thought it was Vashti.
Vashti.
You know,
She's fucking great, man. She's from the 60s, right?
did I ever
That
tell you
60s
about?
sound.
Sorry, I just thought of something. I'm gonna share a little real quick, real quick. One time, my friend Mike, rest in peace, Mike.
Rest in peace,
I always
man.
think about him. One time we were in a meeting, and you know, here in El Paso, there's a lot of people that are Spanish speakers first, and like my wife tends she tends to mix her B's with her V's.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
And we were all waiting in this meeting. We didn't want to be in it. And this lady that had a very thick accent walks in, and she goes, "I'm so sorry, I forgot my badge." But she meant her badge, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, dude. I looked at Mike and I was like,
Do we laugh? Do
yeah,
we
like,
cry?
dude, like we were there. It was one of those meetings where the whole time we're like, like, anyways, Vashti Bunyan.
Yeah, it's a great song. She does the quiet cool. She got a beautiful voice. I can't get enough of that song lately.
I can't get enough of you lately, but whatever.
Well, stop turning me down.
All right, let's get into the chat.
And today on the chat, it's you stopped doing that.
I know. I just got lazy.
So I sound stupid going. And today on the because I'm waiting for.
It's because honestly, like, I accidentally deleted the clip.
Oh my God!
And I know I've got to remake it, and because it's actually my voice.
Yeah.
The chat.
And
Yeah.
Is that you actually pooping too? Did you? Put
Yeah,
it?
exactly. So I got to remake it. I just been lazy about it.
All right. Today on the chat, I bring you a band that I've recently found. Okay, so on YouTube.
Hold on, really quick.
Uh-huh.
Anybody new to our show? Because we have a lot of new listeners.
Mm-hmm.
The chat. Let's just explain.
Okay.
Adrian likes to listen to discover new music as he's taking a dump.
I do it all day, but I really concentrate.
Yeah, you're focused.
Yeah.
And that is where the chat comes from. So
yeah, I'm on the constant hunt for the next band that I love or the next sound
yeah.
I'm constantly looking for new music all day, every day.
Speaking of hunt, you remember Mike, our friend Mike?
Which Mike?
Mike Hunt? All right, let's go.
What were the other ones? I come in spurts.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one.
Pat McCrutch.
Ike. All right.
So on YouTube, I'm a YouTube Shorts guy. My YouTube channel is nothing but shorts. So I constantly dig
Your
through
shorts
the
Are
shorts. feed.
Adidas.
I'm not wearing shorts. I wish I could wear shorts. So I kept seeing these shorts titled "If the Deftones and Slipknot were to make a song," or if this band and this band, and there was a lot of reference to the Deftones and Slipknot and some other new metal type bands. Anyways, and the guys were wearing masks, so I was like, "Oh God, another fucking mask band!" Right? Curiosity killed the cat. I started watching their shorts, and then I started listening to their music. I started watching their videos, and they're really fucking good. Really good. So today on the chat, I feature a band called Splutter.
Splutter, huh?
Yeah, they don't even have a full fucking album. It's all singles.
Interesting.
Yeah, all singles at this point.
And you like these guys?
I do. I like them a lot. Yeah.
Okay. New metalish?
Yes.
Ugh. But I'll check them out.
Thank you.
Splutter.
Splutter.
All right. Let's get into Guess This Riff.
Oh, man. Okay. Go.
Again, this isn't going to be a heavy riff. This is going to be a guitar part.
Oh, God damn it. Go. Oh, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I could have lied.
You could have lied, but you didn't.
I didn't. I could have lied and said I don't know, but I didn't. Dude, one of my favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers songs.
Is like our song.
Yeah, all fucking time.
One of our songs.
They actually played it when I was in Phoenix last time.
Really?
Yeah, it was fucking incredible.
Sons of bitches.
Oh yeah, dude, that is yeah.
What would be our song? That's definitely one of them.
Yeah,
Because
for
that
sure.
happened during the first time we actually jammed.
Yeah. Well, I know.
Or around that time.
I had asked you. I said, "Hey, can you learn this song for me?"
Yeah,
And you're
yeah.
like, "Yeah, absolutely." And like the next day, you came with it. I was like,
Yeah.
"Wow, this guy is my partner."
The next day I came and then I played it.
Yeah, you did that with 2 songs actually. And you had mentioned because it was my fault that you no longer like this album. But I asked you to learn 3 Libras from
Oh,
Perfect
yeah,
Circle,
yeah, yeah.
and you did it almost on the spot.
Yeah.
And yeah,
But would that be our song?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that song and the song, the fuck, Zebra something or other from
Oh,
Dredge.
I thought you were gonna say another one.
Oh, Zebrahead. I got
Yeah.
Bang Like Kobe. Act like you know me.
Yeah, that's a good
that
one,
is
too.
a good one too. Yeah.
Take a chance, man.
Take a chance. Yeah.
Or
listen to
Kid.
that. Take a chance, kid. Yeah.
Take a chance, kid. That's a good.
It's a great fucking band.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
And we just actually spoke about this band, so I'm gonna give you that hint.
Okay.
Wait, I gotta be careful how I do this.
Yeah, we had some people reach out about last time.
And you shocked me when you said there was more than one. I thought it was just Dave. Okay.
Oh yeah, Incubus.
There you go.
That's the first song, isn't it? Right?
No, Certain Shade of Green is the name. of the song.
Oh, that's right. That is a good song.
Yeah. So it's funny that we got onto
that. Is a
Incubus.
great song. I need to go listen to
Oh.
that.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why I didn't like them live, because I think they didn't play a lot of songs from that album.
they didn't. When we saw them live, which time are you talking about? 'Cause
I
we
saw them at Speaking Rock actually not too long ago,
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about the
and
time
I saw them at NMSU.
with the Deftones.
Yeah.
and Taproot.
Right,
We were next to each other. To me,
holding hands.
Lifter. I don't care what you say. That's always been one of your favorite Deftones songs. That's one of my favorite Deftones songs.
Which one is that?
The
Oh yeah. For sure.
So to me, that's another one of our like.
Yeah.
Because I remember when they played that song, we looked at each other right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get into our challenge results. So last time, and for those of you our new listeners, we often challenge each other with artists that we know that we haven't listened to and oftentimes don't want to give a chance, I think.
But this time we gave each other bands we both know we like.
Yes, but oftentimes, that's why I said oftentimes. Just like when I was a teacher and I used to teach my students how to do use the words like roughly when you're doing estimates.
Yeah.
So it's the same idea. Oftentimes, not always.
You just tried to fucking teach me right now.
Oftentimes we don't have any interest in listening to the band and we force each other to listen and to give a deep dive into understanding or trying to understand each other's take on why we like the band so much. So
Right.
this time we challenged each other with Morrissey. You challenged me with Morrissey, which I already knew, and I challenged you with Bon Iver.
Or Bon Iver. We've yet to.
Dude, well, I sent you the Saturday Night Live skit.
Oh, that's right. You did. All right.
Did you watch it?
I did not.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
I was at work. That reminded me when you used to smoke. I love the way you smoke.
Because I always take the deep
You
breath.
would go like this, and then you go. So you would.
I would blow it out slowly.
Okay, yeah, but you would hit it, stop, and then go.
Or I would talk while I was exhaling.
Oh yeah, that drove me crazy. That drove me crazy. Do you remember how bad we used to fight over cigarettes?
Yeah.
We had it down when we were poor and we had 2 cigarettes. We'd say we got to make these last all fucking night. So we had it down to a science of almost 3.5 hits per cigarette for each other.
Yeah. I had a guy the other day, I was walking into the studio, asked to bum a cigarette from me. I don't smoke, right? But I remembered being there so much that I was like, I want to go buy this guy a pack of cigarettes. But I was like, I can't contribute to his death. But anyways, it just, I always used to bum smoke. Even when I was a little kid, we used to go bum smoke. Excuse me, mister?
Yeah, can I bum a smoke, man?
Do you remember the days? This is how old we are. 31.
Man.
Do you remember the days when you could smoke in the mall?
Oh, absolutely. Dude, the mall still smells like cigarette
Yeah,
smoke.
it does. It really
You
does.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that it does or we just associate the mall with the smell of smoke. When
Yeah.
you walk in, you smell corn dogs and smoke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I remember when we were teenagers, Eric would walk around with a cigarette in the mall.
Dude, yeah. I remember when you could smoke in a restaurant, let
What
alone
a crazy world we lived in.
Was fucking, dude, smoking or
It's
not?
fucking amazing. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah. Smoking or non-smoking. Yeah.
Hey, but you can drink in the mall now. Like, there's a bar there.
Oh, yeah. Downstairs by...
No, upstairs.
No, it's downstairs.
No, there's upstairs. It's
No,
by the
it's-
hat place. It's by Lids.
Yeah, that's downstairs.
No, that's upstairs.
Guy,
Hey, I go all the time. How much you want to go bet?
you got me there. All right, fine.
All right.
I thought it was downstairs by the cookie stand.
No, it's upstairs. I'm positive it's upstairs. 100%.
I don't know.
I haven't had a beer there yet, which I did have a beer this weekend, by the way. For
You did?
the first one since November.
And you only had one?
I had a tall one and then one small one.
So you had three.
So I went to one place. I had the tall one. Yeah, 3.5, something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So, you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fucking Morrissey's badass, first of all. You know what? I didn't write a whole lot down because, honestly, I was listening to it and I was like, yeah, I've heard this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard this before. Maybe miss your brother real bad because we'd be there drinking we had an abandoned house that we grew up in and we'd be there drinking and him and I would switch off playing on our playlists, our CDs.
Yeah.
Put this on, man.
And it went from the more you ignore me to
Yeah, exactly. You want to hear a real love song?
Right.
Okay. Honestly, dude, one of the things that a huge takeaway, and I feel like this is a very common theme with you, the bass. I never noticed the bass player like I did notice this time.
Gary Day is fucking amazing.
Dude, I was like, wow. I guess because I listened to Morrissey as a whole, and I never really actually took the time to like kind of break down and listen to the individual instruments.
Yeah. Real quick on that note, though, for those of you who don't know, bit of sad news. We lost Andy Rourke last week, the bass player of the Smiths. He was 58. Lost him to pancreatic
I
cancer.
didn't even know that.
Yeah. Rest in peace, buddy.
Wow.
You were one of the greats.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the things too that I noticed is that, you talk a lot about you don't like happy music, but dude, a lot of the music, not the vocals, the music itself is happy. And I noticed that there's a distinction between the Smiths and Morrissey because I feel like the Smiths was more sad.
Yeah.
Morrissey's very happy, dude. A lot of those songs, especially when he's like singing about Ouija board.
Oh, see, but that song, it's not. No, I don't get happy out of that vibe.
But it is, dude.
You know
Even the video, they're all like.
You know what's driving me crazy is these copyright things. Because my friend Fonzie and I, he's a listener. Shout out to Fonzie. He asked me the same question. He's like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what's happy and what's not happy when they all sound happy? And I'm like, I'd have to show you, man. Like, I don't. And here it makes sense. But I guess to everybody else it doesn't.
I mean, I didn't realize how happy Morrissey's songs really were till I sat there and really concentrated. Again, going back to something that I'm going to say that I feel like is huge for both Morrissey and the Smiths. Smiths, I feel like musically are better, in my opinion.
Yes.
But I feel like either way, what makes both of those bands is Morrissey.
Right.
And unfortunately, why he has the ego he has, but I guess he kind of deserves it. He's kind of, he's earned it.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, man, at the end, I want to sit there and break it down, but I'm not going to because I feel like it's all really good. There's nothing that I've heard from Morrissey or the Smiths that I can say I genuinely don't like. I love it all. I love his voice. I love the persona. I will say though that I came out of this with a definite, I do like the Smiths more than I like Morrissey.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to know. There's always that, I don't want to say constant battle, but you do have, there's that topic.
Yeah.
Who's better? To me, the Smiths, absolutely. Because though I love Morrissey's solo project, so what made the Smiths was Morrissey and Johnny Marr, the guitar player.
Right.
To me, the guitar player of Morrissey, Boz Booher, is a watered down version of Johnny Marr.
I can see that.
You know what I
You
mean?
want to know what helped me to make that distinction? I would put on an album, and you know how you're listening to the whole album. Once the album finishes, it goes to like something similar usually.
Yeah.
Every time, dude, I would finish an album, it would go to a Smiths song. But my first thought was like, dude, I love this song. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. We're no longer listening to Morrissey anymore. This is the Smiths.
Yeah.
And then so after I was done listening to Morrissey, I actually jumped into the Smiths. And I was like, dude, I like Morrissey songs. They're all good songs. There's some songs that are better than others. But with the Smiths, I was like, I love this song. I love this song. I love this song.
The Smiths discography, top to bottom, fucking amazing.
Yeah.
All of them. Again, for me, Morrissey, Viva Hate all the way up to Vauxhall and I, love it all.
Yeah.
After that kind of dropped off. Even Vauxhall wasn't my favorite. You
Right.
know, I love it as an album. Southpaw Grammar was a good one, but it's just, you know, the Smiths, I can't say one song I don't like, one album I don't like.
Yeah. I agree. And I think that was my biggest takeaway from this.
Awesome. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah. Amazing bass player. Never noticed before. Morrissey's what makes both bands, but at the end of the day, the Smiths takes it.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. And I was challenged to Bon Iver.
Bon Iver.
Bon Iver. Yeah. Same with you. I don't have a whole lot to write because I was familiar with him enough to know that I did like him. The one interesting fact is how I didn't know how closely tied or how much that collaboration with Kanye West did for him.
I'm not familiar. I know he did a collaboration, but I don't know.
So Kanye West loves Bon Iver. They did a song together, and that I'm not going to say, I don't want to say it pushed him further out into the mainstream, right? But it certainly helped so much to where my favorite album from him is 22 A Million. That album is fucking crazy because it's got a lot of electronic. It's got a lot of like hip hop vibe. It's very Radiohead at some point, and even.
And you didn't expect that, did you?
At fucking all.
Yeah.
So I went on to read his biography and just, you know, some of the happenings of that album in particular. And yeah, Kanye West inspired a lot of that fucking album.
Yeah.
Musically, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it had that vibe. Overall take, fucking the sad songs were amazingly sad. You know what I don't understand with some of our favorite artists? City and Color, this guy. What's it? Why do people like cities and states? He's got a bunch of songs.
Yeah,
like Baton Rouge. You know what I mean?
I mean, it could be that you have a specific memory there that, you know what I mean? Like, I want to write a song called Tempe, Arizona.
Yeah, you made me really mad the other day when I was like, dude, I fucking totally miss you. Phoenix sucks. Anytime I step foot in Arizona, I automatically smell Paul.
The hot summers with no air conditioner. Remember those?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Motel
dude.
6s.
Sitting outside fucking trying to get through a cigarette, just fucking melting.
And then you go out at 3 a.m. You thinking it's going to be...
Nope.
Do you remember that one time that the cops thought we were runaways?
Dude, I was telling my wife that story the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We spent a lot... Our producer lived out there. So we spent a lot of time. I think I recorded 3 albums out there. Yeah. 3 albums, 3 different albums. And well, actually, no, 3 of the same album, 3 different times. And so we spent a lot of time there. And man, we did have really good times.
We did. That time in particular, we were just hanging outside of a Motel 6. And somebody called the cops on us, or the cops rolled by somehow.
Yeah.
Anyway, they had to call our parents because we were both 15 or 16, and my dad was like, yes, I know he's there.
Yeah.
Why are you calling me at 2 in the fucking morning?
And they had us detained for a while.
Yeah.
But
so the biggest takeaway, that fucking album is crazy. And you always gonna like everything I heard because I like the sad schmaltzy music.
Yeah.
His voice, it's weird how you had mentioned the falsetto thing. So the first album, it was in there, but it wasn't the whole album.
Right.
And then...
But was I right about the story? It's the same as the Bee Gees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, I loved it. I loved everything about it. Bon Iver is fucking amazing.
Dude, like, his songs, like, there's very few bands in this world that when their song comes on, I won't skip it. Even if it's a band I like, sometimes I'll skip it. But I have to always listen to his songs in their entirety.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it. So will you continue listening?
Oh, 100%. 22 million is fucking. Dude, I'm telling you, it gives me Radiohead vibes.
Chills,
Chills, bro.
Nice. Let's get into our new challenge.
All right.
I want you to go first. I feel like this one's gonna suck. I don't know why. Just a feeling I had.
What? It might. No, it's not. One of my favorite groups of all time, who are true pioneers of. Well, I don't want to say it because I'm going to give it away. I know. I know you're familiar with them. I don't ever know that I've ever heard you say you like a song.
Okay.
Even though I'm sure you have to.
Okay.
Right. Even if it's just one. Right. But
that's a good start.
Okay. So I'm going to talk. Before I tell you who it is, I'm going to give you just a little bit of backstory on why. Okay. So in the early 80s to mid 80s, you had hip hop. Right. And hip hop was fucking phenomenal. And towards the end, the latter part of the 80s to early 90s, you started getting more of groups, right? You had
like Wu-Tang and
Wu-Tang came later, but
yeah, but I'm just saying like
Tribe
groups.
Called Quest.
Yeah, they're amazing.
So, but what really set this band apart or this group apart was that they were actual musicians, right? Bass player, guitar player, drummer. To me, they were at the forefront of that party hip hop. Like, there's, you know what I mean? Everything about us.
I think I already know.
Who?
Farside?
No.
Oh.
No. I'm just going to get into it. Anyway, so one of my favorite hip hop groups of all fucking time. Undeniable. Bar none. I'm going to challenge you with the Beastie Boys.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know, I have never really done a deep dive, but I love like Intergalactic.
Everybody loves that fucking song.
I love fucking, dude. When we would be at Club 101 where we were kids, every time that song came on, what was it? Girls.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was just like, every time I hear that song, I think of you.
Yeah.
I think
Beastie Boys are fucking amazing.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I'm excited about that one. We were listening to Run DMC the other day, and I was shocked. My wife knew like every lyric to like every song. I was like,
really?
Even songs I wasn't even familiar with, and she's like going off, and I was like,
I gotta tell you something. Maybe we were meant for each other.
And your wife is saying, "Turn it off."
No, she my wife. Thank God, loves hip hop.
My wife,
her favorite artist of all time is MF Doom. Also.
Oh,
yeah,
Doom.
There's
all right.
There's times where I'll hear her listening to something, or she'll sing a certain part, and I'm like, "Are you trying to turn me on?" Because I think it's working.
The band I'm going to challenge you with is a band that I'm going to get into it a little bit. I took some kids under my wing once, and I did a lot for them. I produced an album.
Yeah.
Sent them out to LA.
Got the millions of hits.
Them
and what did they do to you?
Set up, and then they...
You're not going to give me the 1975, are you?
That's exactly what I'm going to give you. So they actually introduced me to this band, and it kind of was like sad in a way because they gave me this band, and then like I was done producing their album, and I was like, wow, you sound a lot like this band now. You know, they did. They were very influenced by this band, but they had their own little. I can't take it all, take it away from them. They had their own spin on things. Yeah. But I had never heard that band before, and I really got into them, and what I love about them is that they have what?
Funny how I knew that right away.
I know. Right? They have a huge mix of like, they'll have happy songs and really sad, depressing songs.
Yeah, there's one song that I like from them. I think it has the word somebody in it or something like that. Yeah,
that's a very, he's talking about cheating on his
best friend. Been there.
He used to be like, their backstory is pretty cool. Like, he used to be a heroin addict. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like it's actually very much like, I feel like he's like the modern Morrissey in a way.
How dare you,
dude? I'm serious, man. Like, there's just something
Morrissey
about.
Was never a drug addict.
Okay, but he looks like he could have been.
I guess so. Yeah.
He was never a sex addict either, because wasn't he like celibate, or isn't he celibate?
Nobody knows to this very day if he's gay, if he's straight, if he's.
That's a pretty interesting thing to like hide, to maintain for so long.
Fucking 40 some odd years.
Like, everybody, the moment they meet me, they know I'm fucking bi.
Straight up, buddy. I say yeah.
I'm kidding, people.
Are you? One day we're gonna have to have a serious talk.
Here's
about
what people need to understand. I'm so confident in my sexuality.
100.
I don't mind being gay with my brother and best friend, even though it's weird.
See, you make it weird. Actually, I wanted to lock fingers, but you went for the 5. That's fine. Dude, when we're on set with Exile, I'm gonna put Stevie right here. We're gonna be super.
Just hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna
like
put my head on his shoulder. I'm gonna play with his hair while he's talking.
his mustache. Who wants a mustache ride? So yeah, I'm challenging you. There's just something about, as I've learned more about them and their persona and who they are.
Mhm.
Oh no way! Did I? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought I deleted everything. That ties into my love for them as a whole and their music.
Okay.
Like he's especially the singer is like just a cool dude.
Yeah.
And they have, for example, my favorite song is Robbery, something like that. I just love that song. I could listen to that song on repeat. The video, so if I were you, watch the video of that song.
Okay.
Something about the video that just makes it that much better.
Okay.
But again, you're going to find some songs that are like uppity, but like True Door Cinema uppity.
Okay.
And then you're going to find some songs that are very electronic and mellow. It's a general mix, dude. They are amazing, and they're huge, especially like I think everywhere. They're massive, dude. Like they played here at Don Haskins and sold it out, and I didn't even know they were here because I didn't know who they
Really?
were at the time. Yeah.
They're that big?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I had no
gotta
idea.
Get out of that new metal bubble.
So yeah, it's a band that I've come to really, really like a lot. And so the 1975 is my challenge to you.
Awesome. So we now have the Beastie Boys versus
The
the
1975.
1975.
I need to write down Beastie Boys. I'm excited about that one because, I'm going to Cancun. I'm going to have a lot of travel time.
Oh, there you go. And I can honestly tell you, I do not have a favorite song.
mhm.
I do not have a favorite album because I love it all.
So the connection to El Paso and us, I think, Beastie Boys, correct me if I'm wrong, their record label they're the ones that signed at the drive-in, correct?
Oh, Royal Grand? Is it Royal
I thought
Grand?
it was called like Fear Records or something like that. I've never really looked into this, but
I know what you're talking about.
I've heard there was a connection between Beastie Boys and At the Drive-In.
Yeah.
And it had something to do with they owned the record label or had something to do with the record label. I could be totally, I don't know. I just heard it somewhere and it's false, but I could have sworn.
I'm going to look into that. I know the story, but I never really.
So the story of Beastie Boys, Rick Rubin produced them, correct?
Yes.
And weren't they supposed to be like a gimmick band or something like that? Like, I remember hearing something about how that wasn't really what they were going to be doing, but they went that route and it worked or something like that. Do you know this?
No.
Okay, then I need to get into that and understanding that a little bit better.
Oh, I was wrong. Grand Royal is the Beastie Boys label.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So I think Beastie Boys opened up Fear Records and then signed At the Drive-In to Fear Records. That's my understanding, something I heard many moons ago when all that shit was actually going down.
Wait.
I could be wrong.
No, yeah. Grand Royal is the name.
Of the
Beastie Boys.
that they were on.
That was their label.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'm totally wrong then.
Yeah, founded in 1992.
We need
by
to
the
do
Beastie
live
Boys.
episodes so people can chime in on the spot and correct me.
Oh, that would be fucking awesome.
We can do that,
Yeah, yeah.
The only thing is, it's at 10 o'clock in the morning. Most people are at work and aren't listening to stuff.
So we'll just plan a sleepover. And we'll do it at 10 at night.
That'd be good. On a weekend, on a Friday.
Drunk.
Yes.
Eating
We
Chinese-
should do that. Should we do an episode where we get drunk?
Eating Chinese food and pizza.
Oh, yes.
You think
I-
I was just going to leave you out?
I was like, I think we should do an episode where we get drunk.
Fuck yeah.
And
See,
it should be like
100.
a 3-hour episode so people see the come up and the come down
And the pants are coming down.
and the come. It's so much easier to talk shit at this point in the episode because a lot of people are not listening anymore.
Every time you say that, somebody surprises us and says they made it all the way
I
through.
know.
Because we always say,
Actually, yeah.
that's how we know they listen all the way to the end.
Which, by the way, there's a lot of people getting free shirts. I'm going to be slowly reaching out to you all. So, yeah, but we also have shirts for sale, $25 a piece. We also have some hats still for sale.
Where
I
can
just
they
sold
find,
one, actually, like a couple days ago.
Where can they find these T-shirts?
Nowhere yet. They can find them at my house.
So if you're in the El Paso area, I thought you put them on.
Right now, it's just a like message me if you want a shirt type of
okay.
deal. But I am going to put them up on the website soon. I just need to change the commerce portion thing, whatever. Link it to our bank account. But I literally just switched the bank account to a new bank. So that's the hold up there
Gotcha.
for the Nevermore Records.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Awesome.
Oh, that's what I was going to bring up. We might have a dead period. This might be a last one for a week or two.
Yeah, because I'll be in Cancun next week.
And then the following week, I'm in Phoenix.
The whole week? Why are you in Phoenix?
We're going to go see Blink-182.
And who is Phoenix?
My cousin.
No. Oh, that's right. But you're going to be gone the whole week?
By the time you get back, I'm gone. When I get back, I got to go to work again.
When do you leave?
The Monday. The 12th.
Oh, okay. So that's like the 9, 10, 11th,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's Sunday's the 11th.
Oh, okay. 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we have plans for the 11th. Still doing that.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I forgot we're doing that podcast. Yeah. Another one.
Just
coming
fucking
soon.
announce it now.
Well, I mean, no, like we're doing something with a podcast.
Yeah.
Not this podcast. Something else.
Yeah.
That's all you're going to get to know.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Y'all stay safe out there. Stay hydrated. Stay cool because it's getting fucking hot. And until next time.
It's getting hot in here.
It's getting hot in her.
Bye.
Bye.